We have this one. Let me go up to the top. 300,000 vehicles and millions of trips exposed in Fleet Manager's data leak. Nextopt, a Germany headquartered fleet management company that claims to guarantee maximum data security. Unfortunately, Nextopt leaked out customer details including vehicle identification numbers, VINs, real-time ship and vehicle locations, and other information not meant for the public eye. The leaking instance contained nearly a terabyte of data. However, our team believes that at least some of the information appeared to be generated for development purposes. Okay, that's fine. I just want you to think about what a person could do with this kind of data. And so here they describe, like, in a lot of detail, the data that you can get access to. VINs. So VIN numbers are generally pieces of data that you can use, or it's a piece of data that like uniquely identifies a vehicle. IMEI identifiers. So that means anything that, like, for example, phones typically have IMEI identifiers. That would be how some phone providers will understand like your unique phone. Vehicle movement data, trip origin, destination data, routes, vehicle fuel or charge level data, driver's seat data. Driver's seat data. Just imagine what someone could do, right? And I was thinking about this before. I was reading this earlier today, and before I got to this section, I was thinking about what I would do if I was someone nefarious with data like this. But then I got to this section and they came up with some reasonably decent examples. For example, crooks could utilize the information to tamper with transported goods, impacting supply chain integrity and confidentiality. Data on third parties that a company conducts business with can also be exploited to target businesses indirectly via partners. Moreover, it's entirely possible that passenger vehicles in the dataset belong to company employees or CEOs. Competitors could use this information to find out who the vehicle operator does business with and whom higher-ups are in contact with. This in turn can assist in gaining a competitive advantage or be used as signals for insider trading. Now, I thought about this for a second and I thought, wait, I don't think this goes far enough. This kind of information would actually be very, very useful to, let's just say, unfriendly nations who would like to use this information in order to figure out supply chain logistics and infiltrate those logistics because they know exactly how they operate, when, where, etc., and do all kinds of things like intercept something along the way and then inject their own like spyware or other kinds of like security flaws or something inside of hardware that they've intercepted. That's just an example, right? But there are ways that I would want to utilize this information if I am an unfriendly actor towards another nation. So this can actually end up being very powerful and very dangerous in the wrong hands. It seems kind of mostly innocuous at first, but it doesn't take much effort if you just sit down and for a few moments and think about kind of the worst case scenarios of how far you could really push this kind of information. You can very quickly come to a point where you see some real danger in this kind of information. So anyways, be careful out there, especially if you are in I guess maybe if you're using this German company, just be careful. I don't know what else to tell you.